I've taped the horn in place temporarily because I might change my mind later about what color I want it to be. And so the last remaining step of this process is to tune the instrument. And what I mean by that is make some marks on the pipes that tell me where to put the sliding tuning cap to produce each note. So each pipe can be tuned flat, natural, or sharp, and it's a lot easier to position it quickly if you have some visual reference points. And finding a pen that will write on PLA well is kind of a problem. I'm using a Sharpie pen, and it doesn't work that well. The way I'm going to tune it is by using a reference tone from this keyboard, tuning each pipe to that, and I'm just going to pick one level of breath pressure and stick with it through the entire tuning process for consistency. So the lowest pipe is a G, so I'll start by playing a G flat. And put a mark there. Oh, where's the camera exactly? And then find G natural. And put a mark there. And find G sharp. And mark there. And now we have 3 marks on the pipe, which are sort of like frets that you can refer to if you're needing to change keys. And then while you're playing, you can finally adjust individual pipes by ear. I tend to kind of instinctively blow everything into tune, though. So, like if the cap is slightly off of G natural, for example, it just tricks me into playing slightly louder than I did while I was tuning. Because when you play louder, the pipes inherently go a bit sharp, and when you play quieter, they inherently go a bit flat. And then once I've done that on all 16 pipes, the tuning process is finished. Unfortunately, it looks like I screwed this up by getting grease on the end of my Sharpie pen, so yeah, this is kind of an unsolved problem. How to indicate the tuning positions. Notwithstanding the tuning being unfinished, I'm gonna just film the final step of assembly, which is to bind the strings with some string, because otherwise they tend to be very loose, and the string makes it just easier to hold. This material is 2mm kitchen twine. This isn't by any means the best material for this because it's a little bit kind of ductile and it gets looser over time under tension. So I will have to continue trying materials until I find something that works better. The first thing to do is to double knot the string around the biggest pipe and leave a few inches of extra at this end. tighten it as much as possible, and then hide this knot between the first 3 pipes down in there, with the extra bit sticking out the base end of the instrument. And then this first loop of string needs to be down as low as possible without falling into the mouth of the pipe. Next, I'm going to wrap the string around the 2 lowest pipes. And then the 4 lowest pipes. And then 2 pipes back, and 4 pipes forward, and 2 pipes back, and 4 pipes forward, and so on. Until I get to the smallest pipe. And I would like the string to be perfectly horizontal, but the trouble with that is the horizontal doesn't have very much room between the mouth of this pipe and the cap of this pipe. So on this instrument in particular, I'm only going to wrap once around the smallest pipe out of necessity. So I'll go around the 2 highest pipes, and then now I'm going to start doing 4 pipes back and 2 pipes forward and 4 back and 2 forward, but I'll just skip the smallest pipe on the first pass. And now I'm back at the big end, and that's the halfway point of the wrapping. But before I continue with the second half of the process, I'm just going to hold the loose end here and then tug on all the outer strands in the direction that I wrapped them. So, sorry, my head is in the way. And then tighten, tighten, tighten. And I'll do that a second time for good measure. And check that the horizontal is more or less horizontal, which it isn't that neat right now. I'm just going to use a ruler now to push the top ones down evenly. So now all the pipes are being pulled together by the string in horizontal pairs and in diagonals this way. And now I'm going to repeat the process but using the other diagonal. And after that, all the remaining footage, I actually got the pattern wrong, so I'll just draw the correct pattern on paper. So first we wrapped the string once around the biggest pipe and tied it off with this end hanging loose. After that, the pattern is like this. And then the second pass goes backwards the same way. And then the third pass and then finally, I think I actually do that, and then go back around the end again, and finally this end comes out the same place as the first one. And then once I've tightened the string down real good, I'll just double knot these 2 strands together and they will put a bit of additional tension on this end of the wrapping, and then it'll be done.